Yellow bonus, what she want, what she want, what she want. In the summer, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm gonna be a red bone. Oh my God, y'all, welcome back to my channel. Real quick, if y'all haven't seen the video that I'm referencing, here you go. I'm gonna get serious in a second, y'all. We gonna get into this. Hold up.
Yellow bonus, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Para Miguel, se lo want. Para Miguel, what I want.
Now, y'all, real quick before we get into this video, I had to think, what does this song remind me of? What is it giving? Y'all, this is what the fuck she was giving. This is what it reminded me of.
Something about the girl that just makes my head wanna twirl.
All right, you guys. So now that we've had a good little laugh, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Tyson. So in today's video, I want to talk about the whole DaniLeigh situation, the baby, his baby mother Mimi, and we're kind of like lightly going to touch back on B Simone. And I mean, as far as the song goes, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. The song is trash. The song is utter trash. If you go back to my channel, the video is like a couple years old. I did a video on LMA, and I said when I first saw her, I was like, and this is just the industry trying to push another basic light-skinned girl. And I admitted it in the video that I listened to her album, and just me personally, just my personal opinion, the album was a start to finish album. I know people say when, LMA talks on the track, it can get, annoying. But musically, it was a start to finish album. There wasn't like one song other than the whatchamacallit song. I didn't have that song. I did like it, but I'm not supporting abusers. So I didn't keep that on my playlist. But every other song of hers, start to finish, I had it on my playlist. So I brought that up to say DaniLeigh is what I thought Ellie Mae was going to be as far as just another basic light skin. Now, I actually went through her catalog because prior to, the only song of DaniLeigh's that I knew was the Lil Bebe remix. Y'all go check out my remix too, I'm just saying.
That's a 5-star line, run it back though. But they still sleeping on me, can't blast. Let a nigga try me, I will go off like Lil Mama just shed ho.
Y'all know I'm good for a shameless plug. Let me relax. But at any rate, all I knew her from was the Lil Bebe song. So to be fair, I went to go check out some more of her discography. I just listened to her most recent EP that she put out back in 2020. And I still feel the same way. This is what I thought Ellie Mae was going to be, an average-ass light-skinned girl. And come to find out, she's not even mixed. I never really looked into her ethnicity, but I always felt like she was one of those like multiracial, like, you know what I'm saying? One of those mixties. I never thought she was half white and half black. You can kind of, I guess when you work and, I don't want to say work, but when you do this kind of like commentary, pro-black stuff and all that, you kind of just start sensing stuff. So I never thought she was a half and half mixed girl. Come to find out, she's barely 1/5 black, if that. So in other words, this is black monopoly. Do not pass go. You are not black. So, and then when you have to get into posting your DNA charts to prove something, I mean, you kind of running into murky waters anyways. But nonetheless, there's that part of the situation, and we can just leave that where it is because it's not the main part I want to get into. But I think when it comes to this situation, this is why when people say things like, oh, racism is so long ago, it's been dead, slavery's been dead, I hate ignorant shit like that because the effects of slavery and racism are probably never leaving us. They're probably never going anywhere. Now, that doesn't mean we should have a defeatist attitude and not call people out when they say fucked up shit or do fucked up shit based on somebody's skin tone or skin color in general. But the effects of this shit are forever lasting. You know what I'm saying? The one drop rule literally has y'all claiming anybody who has 3A hair and some damaged curls as black. And unfortunately, and it's a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? I will say that black people do use biracials and even try to use mixed people as for convenience when they want to. You know, we can see that with the whole Obama and was the first black president situation, and Kamala being the first black female, VP, even though neither one of them are fully black, and then, but on the same end or the other end of the spectrum, we can see with situations like, for instance, all of a sudden now Evelyn Lozada is Afro-Latina because she called OG a monkey. And so she want to, as if that makes it any different, because if you was black and be anti-black, you still would have got flack. But at any rate, or if you was actually black, but at any rate, so I see both sides of the pendulum. It does swing both sides of the pendulum when it comes to biracials and mixed people being pulled in and out of the blackness and using it at their convenience, and black people also doing it to them at their convenience. I see both sides of it. And we also have to understand that I'm not a millennial by age definition, but if you were to meet me, you would assume I'm a millennial. I don't think you would call me Gen Z, because I'm literally 1 year off, but the way I think is very millennial-like. But at any rate, millennial, Gen Z, however you want to, categorize me, we are the, broken trying to fix the broken that were raised by the broken. When it comes to black people in specific, we're in a unique place. So like a lot of these people, some people still to this day don't know what colorism is. They know it, but they don't know what it's called. You know what I'm saying? And we have to understand that, some people are just never going to get it. They're going to be racist. They're going to be colorist. They're going to be all of that in a bag of chips for the rest of their life. They don't care. They don't care about the betterment of black people. Even some black people don't care about the betterment of black people. You know what I'm saying? They're going to stay on that low vibrational type of shit for the rest of their lives. And if it's a lost cause, it's a lost cause. Leave it where it is. But I do feel like we have to be patient with each other, because keep in mind, like, we're learning as we go. Even us YouTubers, you know what I'm saying, in the black sector, the pro-black sector, we're learning as we go. You know what I'm saying? Some of these terms we didn't know years ago. I didn't know what the term colorism meant. I felt it before. I've seen it play out before, especially against dark-skinned women. But I didn't know what it was called until the latter end of the decade, or the middle of the 2010 to 2020 decade. Up until then, I didn't know the name of it. So we do have to be cognizant that, people are still learning. You know what I'm saying? And this is 400 years of damage we're trying to undo. We can't undo that shit in a couple years. It's not going to be easy like that. So with that being said, didn't want to really go on too much of a long rant. I just want to say we do have to be patient with people, but at the same time, if it's a lost cause, leave it where it lays. So at any rate, with that being said, all right, you guys, I just realized I didn't preface this. So just in case you're not aware of the situation, because I could understand if you just see DaniLeigh getting dragged for no reason, you don't know what's going on, you might be apt to jump in. For those who don't know what's going on, basically, there's the baby, his baby mother Mimi, the artist DaniLeigh, and the comedian B. Simone. So the baby and Mimi always have this like, that they are baby mother and baby daddy. They are not wife and husband. They're not married. But they have that type of chemistry, like, will always bounce back, which is one of the reasons why I do not date women with kids. Also, I just feel like people who have kids should only date people who have kids. But nonetheless, they have that, that's my baby daddy. That's still my baby daddy. Like, they got that type of thing going on. So that Mimi definitely has some insecurity issues to be dealing with him. And in that capacity when she looks how she looks. Because out of all of these women, to me, just being honest, Mimi is the best looking to me out of all of these women. Now that doesn't speak anything to their qualities beyond the physical, but I'm just saying. But at any rate, he's, they're kind of like, they have that boomerang type of relationship. It always comes back. So back when, this is where the colorism part comes in. B. Simone, a part of her comedy shtick, is lusting over the baby. Why it is specifically him, I have no idea. But that has been her thing for upwards of the last 2 to 3 years. She thirsts over the baby. She lust over him. They even had her on Wild 'N Out looking, I know it's a comedy show, and of course it's self-deprecation is a part of that. But they had her looking funny on there, and you know, it's her stick. I don't know if she really likes him or not. I'm not sure. But she's always thirsting after him. Joke or not, it's cringe looking to me. Excuse me. I'm a fond believer that the man chases the woman, not the other way around. And it always, somebody wrote this tweet, and I thought about it, and it is true. I've thought about women I've dated who I liked them, but I didn't really love them. You know what I'm saying? It's always better if he likes you a little more. That's basically what the tweet read. And I think that's true. You know what I'm saying? It just makes the dynamic easier. But different strokes for different folks. B. Simone nor DaniLeigh mind being, you know, thirsting after him more than they do. He does them. Because even when you see the picture that they posted when they finally came out, just to go into that real quick, she's holding him and he's facing the other way. Like the chemistry just looks off. So at first I was like, okay, so this is like an industry connection. And then once I started looking further on into the situation, I was like, oh, okay. So it's basically DaniLeigh trying to get back at the baby mama and playing that type of role or whatever. And to me, you can never win that. There's always that soul tie that's going to be there. Like I said, their baby mama, I hope Mimi acquires better for herself. But her and the baby will always have that boomerang type relationship. So I just don't think that's somewhere where DaniLeigh can compete. But nonetheless, that is why this song is such an issue. It's basically her taking a stab at Mimi. And for those trying to compare the song to other songs, like this is not like a Remy Ma, Melanin Magic, or a brown skinned girl, Beyonce type of joint, you know, where it's uplifting. This is literally Yellow Bone, that's what he want. You're boasting about being a preference. And it's sad that DaniLeigh, all she has, although I said she's average looking, it doesn't mean she's ugly. But it's sad that that's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know people like to say, oh, it's just music, it's just this. Music is how you express yourself. So the fact that that's what she got to give us, you know, Yellow Bone, that's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you should have left that one in the drafts. But at any rate, it is disappointing to see this play out. These are grown-ass people. When it comes to her, the situation is, like I said, him and Mimi will always have that back and forth relationship. I just feel like, I hope that Mimi wants better for herself, but the way she speaks, like she's even proud of it. The way she boasts about him, she says that will always be my nigga. She even had this whole, not a whole interview about it, but she touched on it in an interview. And so hopefully Mimi acquires better for herself. But nonetheless, I'm not surprised the baby, he even came under there and co-signed it and put little yellow dot emojis. I'm not surprised he did that. For those who don't know, my second podcast episode was about the baby and Black Youngster and the colorist remarks they made towards light-skinned men. So I'm not surprised that he co-signs her making this trash-ass song. On top of the fact that she's not black or from the South. So Yellow Bone, like, we gotta stop commodifying our shit. It's not for everybody. I'm so sick of that shit. At any rate, as an actual Yellow Bone, I'm offended. I'm fucking offended. Shit. Let me relax. But at any rate, it goes to show her her complex. Both of the complex that both of them have, and not even just the baby in DaniLeigh, also B. Simone, because when he was with his dark-skinned baby mother, you had absolutely no problem lusting after him and, you know, thirsting and all this other stuff. But when he was with DaniLeigh, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I bow out. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to really attack it from that angle. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the song was trash. And hopefully I hope after this she don't put the shit out. She'd be dumb as hell to go through with that. I'm trying to figure out which fucking producer said, yeah, this is the one. Like, homegirl must got a home studio where she records that. Because there ain't no way in hell that in 2021, y'all thought that shit was going to slide. Fuck the colorism. I mean, the colorism's important. But the song is trash. It is a terrible song. And I'm thinking she maybe had a verse and people were, because at first I was actually on the fence, like, okay, maybe y'all are being too sensitive. Maybe it's just a verse. But this is a whole song. It's in the chorus. That's the chorus. Even if that's a verse, or even if that's one line that she said, for people who are in music, y'all know what a hook sounds like. That's a hook. So she repeatedly wanted to let us know that the yellow bone is what the baby wants. She wanted to let us and Mimi know because she was throwing a shot at Mimi. So at any rate, on top of the fact that the song is trash, it's corny, and it, like, the lack of music, you really don't have to try anymore in music. It's so damn sad. God damn. At any rate, with that being said, now that whoever is listening to this video that may have not understood the situation has heard the whole scope of it, hopefully now you understand why it's problematic. It had nothing to do with her making a song for her yellow baddies, as she said. Oh my gosh, she sounds like a white person trying to be hip. Oh my God. But yeah, it had nothing to do with that. Here, I can even play. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up some of my music.
Face between in the race, check my pearly whites, caramel complexion. My date game have you back for seconds.
In that verse, I said, check my pearly whites, caramel complexion. And nowhere in that song did I say, to a dark-skinned man whose baby mama I've been creeping on, yellow bone, that's what she wants. Caramel, that's what she wants. Oh my God. But no, for real. That was me empowering myself. It wasn't at the detriment of somebody else. Like a song, just like the song Brown Skin Girls, as I brought up earlier, or Melanin Magic with Remy Ma. That wasn't a slight at, Melanin Magic can count for anybody who's black. But Brown Skin Girls, that wasn't a slight at light-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? That was just an empowering song for brown-skinned girls. That's it. It's nothing more, nothing less. Whereas DaniLeigh is putting out this song to bite at Mimi and to get a reaction out of her, or to get a rise, or maybe she's trying to one-up her. I would go with wanting up. Yeah, she's trying to one-up Mimi, basically. But nonetheless, now that I've given that little breakdown, y'all let me know what y'all think down below. Sorry, this video is a little sporadic. I didn't take no notes for this. Your boy been going through some stuff on the personal end, and I really haven't been feeling to do no videos like this. But we do have some new content coming soon. I'm working on an idea of a podcast with somebody else on top of the podcast that I already have. If y'all aren't, familiar with my podcast, go check out Let Me Relax. You can find it on pretty much any podcasting platform that you have. I listen to my podcast, not just mine, but other people that I listen to as well on Apple Podcasts. But I mean, they have plenty of podcasting platforms for you to check out. But I've been looking at that and expanding, but it's just a lot of stuff going on right now. So I haven't been in the mood to post content like that. So sorry if this video seems a little lackluster in comparison to my other ones. We're going to get it together. We're going to get it together. Y'all pray for me. Please pray for me. I will catch y'all on my next video, though. I will see y'all around. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we'll convene at the next video. Peace.